Can you tell I'm recording this episode immediately after the previous one? I hope so, because I'm doing it on purpose. I'm on a roll. We're going to get a jump on this. So, what you want to do for Ventureland here is we're going to go right down there. Hey, how you doing, guys? Also, hello. Hi, chat. How we doing? Welcome to the video. This is Ventureland. So our goal here is to just kind of ignore these guys because we don't care. And we're going to go talk to Marcus. Marcus here will say, hey, you don't have enough power sparks. So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore him. And we are going to go to Horace, who, after talking to him a couple of times, will give me the power spark for dog tags. And that's one more we don't have to buy. It's literally the only reason we did that. And then we're just gonna buy the others we need from Casey here, because it just takes less time. We need 3. And that's 10. There we go. We can now go to Ventureland. Tortuga is probably my favorite section, just because I like pirates, and I like fighting Hook. It's fun. My favorite path to do on Hook is probably the paint path, because I like jumping around. I like jumping around on the sails. It feels fun to jump around the mast and shit. Climbing on the rigging feels fun. I like it. I hit the wrong button. I'm a little silly. Whee! Sometimes you just gotta take a stop from recording and go get that tea. Gotta have that refreshment. The sweet southern taste of iced tea does wonders for you, I tell you. Does not do wonders for my acid reflux, though, I tell you that. I have not slept comfortably in probably months because of that, actually. I discovered that from my mother, who pointed out that she has the same problem. I didn't think about it. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. No wonder I can't sleep comfy anymore. I can't feel my stomach, because my stomach is mad at me. That makes sense. So that was fun. Anywho, Tortuga is a fun section. Tortuga also has probably one of the more annoying quests, which isn't even in Tortuga, it's in Ventureland here. Ventureland is going to make me go back and forth a little bit, which is kind of annoying. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here. We're going to get the quest from Smee. Well, we're going to get the masks first, then we're going to get the quest from Smee, and then we're going to leave, actually. Well, no, we're going to do the first 2 things, and then we're going to leave for the last thing, because we have to, and that's kind of annoying. Well, welcome to Ventureland. Hi. Everything's very piratey, very pretty. We have sailors everywhere. I like the building design here. I like the treehouse over there. I think it's cool. That shop opens if you leave if you get the pirates to leave, but we're not going to be doing that because that's extra work that we don't want to do. Yeah, this is the bad timeline. This is the bad timeline because we're kind of a jerk. But so what we're going to do is do a little parkour here. We're going to kind of bounce around. So we're going to go in a circle. If I don't hit my head. We're going to go over here first and grab this one. So we get this guy here. Or I run by it because I'm stupid. And we're going to take the jump here. And grab this one. And then we climb up the treehouse and get the one over here. And then we're going to land on Smee's head. We're not going to land on him because it stuns him and then I can't talk to him. But we're going to grab this. And we're going to get the cutscene from Smee. He's going to tell us what we have to do. Got to talk to these 3 guys. And then we're immediately going to go talk to this guy, Scurvy Pat, who has the compass that we need. And we could just go up there and get his treasure from the treehouse up there, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to pay him, and he's going to give us the compass. Much faster. And then we're going to come to Tiki Sam and give him his tiki masks. which is also a very quick process here. Boom. There we go. Ship's wheel. Now we leave and go back to the Main Street ice cream shop because we have to get ice cream to give to Damien so that he doesn't fall in love and fails in life. Not because we hate him, but because it's faster. So, again, this run requires us to be an absolute jerk. So, I'll be back after I do that. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking about it, guys, Paulie actually has a health upgrade for you. I forgot about that. That slipped my mind. Again, it's been a minute. But Paulie has a health upgrade in his shop, too. So you can pick that up when you go for the ice cream. Because you need the ice cream. So just pick that up then. There you go. Another thing I forgot. Huzzah, I'm kind of stupid. Okay, so now we're going to come talk to good old Damien here. And we're going to give him this ice cream so that he fails his quest. Because he wants to fall in love with this little cow lady across from us. We don't want him to do that because it takes forever. And we have to go get flowers for that quest, and that takes a minute. It also requires going to Oztown, which is a whole other projector travel. It takes far longer than it should. Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of money there. Sorry. Maybe we're gonna talk to Smee, and then we can leave. Yes, I see the power spark over there. We will get those before we leave. Not from Ventureland to Tortuga, but from Ventureland back to Main Street once we're done. That is at the end of the run. That's at the end of this episode. We'll be back for that later. So now we're going to get on out of here. It'll tell us we have unfinished quests, but we don't. That's not true. Smee wants us to fix the Skull Island pirate machine, but we're not going to do that because that takes too long. That's a long process, and we simply do not want to. It's like a whole extra lap around the island we have to do, and it's just not in the run for us. Almost got stabbed there. We're going to ignore that part. Ventureland has probably some of the most evil projectors in the game. And that's not me exaggerating, I'm being dead fucking serious when I say that. Mainly because of like shit like this right here. This fucking monkey is throwing coconuts at me, and they hit you. Regardless of what you do, on what cycle you get, that coconut's going to hit you. It can hit you as soon as you land right there, or it can hit you over that one small rock that's in the way. Because it jumps. And it's hard to jump over that one unless you just double jump into oblivion. But it's so fast, you're not going to get the reaction in time unless you've got the timing perfect, which I do, but I fucked it there. And you also don't want to double jump unnecessarily. It's a thing about trajectory, right? If you jump and then spin, it takes less time to get back to the ground. You know, so there's travel time to be considered there, right? I'm pretty sure airspeed and ground speed are the same, so it doesn't actually matter. But it's more about consistency, right? You know, just little optimizations like that makes the run feel smoother. Yeah, we're gonna skip this because this guy's being a coward and wants to leave. We're gonna pretend that fat fuck that wants to escape did not get to. Anyway, this guy wants us to go get his stuff, which is over there. We're not going to do that immediately. What we're going to do is jump up here. Or I hit the wrong button. And don't do that. We come down here. Then that move. Because that door can squish you. Which starts as a whole respawn cutscene that we just don't want to deal with. And we're going to talk to this guy. Who will tell us how to get out of here. Or, well, where Billy's stuff is. Beluga Billy has his stash in there. So what we do is we leave, immediately come this way, and go in here. And we're going to go get his stuff immediately. And then we're going to get his bag and loop around. Of course, they're going to try to annoy us here, but we're just going to not care about that shit. because we're kind of badasses like that. We simply do not care. Pretty sure they just hit each other, actually. And then we leave. And we're done. We're out of here. We're leaving. So we're going to jump down here and come get his bag over there. Because if you don't have the bag, you can't progress the quest for whatever reason. Even if the bag doesn't actually have his stuff in it, it's just full of rocks. So, the bag is literally full of rocks. But he wants the bag too. So, we gotta oblige him. We're actually gonna go this way and jump across these boats. We're gonna do a fun little tech there. Or if you dash and then jump, you preserve your jump. So you can jump immediately out of a dash and still double jump. So you can get a little bit of extra distance. But there we go. We are done. He'll also give us a watch sketch, which finally allows us to quick kill slobbers. So now we have the capacity to do that. Now, we don't have many right now. But we will need 2 for the Lonesome Manor, and the Lonesome Manor specifically. I believe. So we cannot use this watch sketch yet. We do the watch sketch skip 5 times in this run. There's 1 in the manor. There's 1 in... Where is it? There's 1 somewhere. Fuck. My brain. Oh, there's 1 in the manor. Then there's 2... No. Wait, that's only 4. I said 5, didn't I? What's the... Hold on. Hold on. It's... the Lonesome Manor Slobber. Then... fast forwarding... the Shadow Blot. And then... the 2 slobbers in Dark Beauty. No. The slobber on Mean Street during the Bloticle section. Which I don't think you actually have time for, so we just tend to ignore that guy because he despawns, but there is a slobber there that you can quick kill. But because the quick kill requires guardians, you don't usually have the time to do so. But the watch sketch allows you to just basically ignore that you don't have guardians. But anyway. Actually, I missed one. So there's 3 symbols in the jungle here that we have to uncover to leave. The first one is here. And then we do that, apparently. We're going to jump over those guys because we don't like them. Gonna leave them there. And we're going to ignore that guy. We do not care about him. We are going to jump up here. How do I do this again? Right, you. Can't do it there. Oh yeah, you. Sorry, come over here. We're gonna blast a couple of these to get our 3rd terp there. Just because. Max Guardians is good. Blast that one. And then the 3rd one is at the back of the tree here. We're going to use our health to bounce across this thinner pool and come talk to Starkey. Do not... You can skip the cutscene, but do not fast forward through the dialogue here with Starkey. If you spam through the dialogue with Starkey, it'll soft lock you. I don't know why, but it does. We have to let him talk a little slowly. And there we go. Okay. For whatever reason, it won't register that you have things. But then, normally, if you clear all the enemies, Starkey will open the tree himself. But we just don't have time to do that, so we're gonna not do that. And put our parkour skills to use. And just climb the tree ourselves. Because we're just kind of built like that. And then we go step on this, and we can leave. There's a door open back there, we don't care about that. We're just gonna leave. If you really try, you can get to the top of this before the timer finishes, but I fucked it, so we're not gonna make it. But, like, I kinda did. I got there as it finished, that counts, right? The Whalers is a fairly simple one, but it has birds. We don't like these birds. You get a bad bird cycle, this projector's a lot harder. Ignore the barrels, watch the water there. We're gonna smack that, so this comes up a little. So it takes just enough time till we get a better bird cycle. Because you actually want the birds to be going away from you. Because for whatever reason, if they come closer to you, you can actually miss your jump. Fairly easily. You can easily overjump these guys. I'm actually in a bad cycle there. So we're going to wait just a little bit. And we're going to fly off, jump down. And land in his mouth. The whale's head isn't solid, so you can jump straight through him onto the projector and leave. My refreshment is empty, so my third is going to be angry at me again now. But that's okay. So there we go, that's that. Boom, done. Finished. Finito. Finito now. We're done. That's it. Jungle cleared, never gonna go back. We're also, again, not doing Daisy's parts, because Daisy doesn't give us anything useful. So we don't care. You do have to go back to Oztown to get the health upgrade. So, if it's worth the detour to you, you can do it. But, I don't want to yet. We're going to save that for the end of the run. Because the end of the run forces us back to Oztown anyway. Because we have to go back to Mickey Junk to fight the Shadow Blood. So. There's help here. Yeah, but this guy, he'll open the door. And we can leave. Unless I don't hit the button and then I just jump in place like an idiot. Whoopsie. Yeah, there you go. And that's it. We are now on to this... the Skull Island River Ride, and then Skull Island. First, these fucking spiders. I have 1 health, so I gotta be real careful here, or I will die. These spiders can kill you. So can this water. See, like that. How did I touch it? What do you mean I touched the water? That's crazy. I had to barely be on the edge of that. That's a crazy hitbox. You can also fall in that pit there. What? Ooh. I know, I'm silent because I'm locked the fuck in. You can also jump over those rocks there. There's a reel over there, but we don't care because we already got them. But there you go. If you didn't know where that reel was, it's over there. The most difficult reels in this game are definitely the Lonesome Manor the Lonesome Manor projectors. Specifically the second Mad Doctor projector. Fuck that reel. I'll bring that up again when we get to Lonesome Manor in the next video, but Tortuga is probably my favorite section of this game. I fucking love Skull Island, but I adore the Jolly Roger. It's so cool. Being on, like, a giant pirate ship in the middle of a thinner sea that's just a sea of green. It looks disgusting, and I love it. So we're going to wait for a cycle here. And we're going to jump up here. Paint this. And then jump on a chandelier, actually. We're just going to kind of cheat. I'm going to miss our jump there, because I'm stupid. Huh? Whoa, I'm stuck, actually. Oh, shit. Okay. Wait for the anti to get me out? No? Okay. I think you can land on these, yeah. We're just gonna kind of ignore the platforms. There we go. I did a silly there, but it's okay. You guys saw the vision. You saw the vision. That's the safer route, too, honestly. You don't really have to do that. Realistically, the faster route is to time your jumps across the spinning platforms, but I just didn't want to, so I didn't do it. I don't know why I did that. That was goofy of me. Actually, we're gonna do this one first. You can use your guardians to fill these in, by the way. I like to just blast them, though. Because guardians are a valuable resource. I also accidentally hit that guy beside me instead of the pump for some reason. There you go. And we're going to jump out of here. Oh, nope. I hit my head. There we go. You're going to hit your head the first time. Also, this guy's always stuck. Even if I thin this out. Well, unless I hit him. But if I didn't hit him, he would have been floating there. He's pretty consistently stuck. And we're going to get Rigger Green out here. I said Rigger, not the other word. I know, very close. We're going to open this. I did that in the wrong order, but ideally you want to end that chain next to the guy, obviously. Let me come over here, let this guy yap. Skip his dialogue like a madman by bashing your controller. Destroy your controller. Set your controller ablaze. Let this guy out. Steal his shit. Because you can. You don't have to. That's just me being a dick for no reason. Whew. Fun fact, this will instantly kill these guys. Even if it's closed, it instantly kills them. So there you go. That's fun. We're going to do a little bounce once again. And we leave. Boom. On to Skull Island. And then the Jolly Roger, and we're done. So, Tortuga actually might not be as long as Tomorrow City. We're only 23 minutes into this. If you made it this far, can you do the YouTuber things? Can you push the buttons? That'd be cool if you pushed all the buttons. I would really like it if you pushed the funny buttons and did the things and, you know, left comments and shit. I like talking to you guys. A lot of you guys don't talk to me, but I love conversation. As you can see, I don't shut up. Unless I'm viciously locked in, I don't shut up. So I love to yap. I like yapping. I can yap for hours. Especially about topics. Like, if you give me an autistic-ass topic to yap about, I will go for hours. I could sit here and talk to you. I could talk to this camera for like 5 hours about just whatever the fuck. I could do this for hours. I could talk to myself in a room for hours I've done it before. I've yapped about FNAF theories and my own writing. Just off the wall. I'm just going. I'm also playing with a Slinky right now because my ADHD is just that bad. Stimulation. Woo! Anyway, Skull Island is a weird part because you have to go around the island in a specific pattern to really get the time. So what we're going to do is immediately go that way. Actually, no. No, realistically, we're going to go this way. So, there's a flag over there on that island. So we're going to head that way immediately. We're going to use this rock. Just kind of boing. Oh. Or not. Instead, we're going to thinner jump, actually. Because you can do that. Because this game is cool and balanced. And boom, one anchor down. The goal is to get the 3 anchors on the 3 islands to raise the ship so you can leave. That is your goal in this section. You will now be jumping across here over to the ship. We will then do another cool thinner jump. Oh, thank you, game. It recognized I was stuck. Thank you. Finally. Okay. We're gonna jump up here. And we're gonna do a cool one. Boing. Boing. There you go. You get 3 jumps, so you gotta do that carefully. But you can just kind of cheat there. Dash over here, bash those. Okay, I thought that guy was closer to me than he was. Hit this gear, and then we leave. And we're gonna do our final little trek across the ocean this way up to that island. Also, there's the pumps to the machine. There's 4 of them dotted around the island. 2 are in the eyes up there. And it's just a lot. Where is it again? It's over there. Okay. We're going to do our final thinner jump, which is actually kind of unnecessary. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to jump across here. The fact that I got hit that last time feels kind of bullshit, honestly. Get toasted. We smoke that guy because he's just in the way. Do a cool spin here, because it looks stupid. Helicopter, helicopter. And then we just jump down here and thin out the anchor. And we can leave. Anchor. 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 It's in the anchor. And we can fuck off. Actually, thinner jump. Thinner jumps are used all across this run. Many times. I just forget about it. Because I don't like taking damage. I like having health. Ignore the warning that we shouldn't leave yet, and leave anyway. And we're done. We also ignored Pete Pan there, because we're not going to get the Sprite. Because getting the Sprite, once again, requires climbing the rigging, and we're not going to do all that. Fighting Hook is probably the quickest section of this game. It takes no time at all. Very simple process. We just beat him up and watch him hit the ground a bunch of times. Also, my chair is squeaking and wiggling at me. You think it's trying to communicate? It sounds like snapping. Is it speaking in Morse? Well, this video will be longer. Oh, shit. Hey. Yeah, just because of, like, cutscene and all, I think. But anyway. Ooh. Yeah, the normal thinner route is to feed him to the gator there. We're not going to do that. Alright, where's the man? There he is. We're gonna skip him yapping. I'm gonna watch him bounce around like an idiot for a while. Normally the route is to undo that and kick him off the ship into the ocean. But the faster route is to knock him around. So we're gonna do this. Actually, wait, hang on. We're gonna go over here, spin this, and then thin out the barrel so he hits the deck. I keep trying to use my Guardian there, but I just didn't want to, so I did it the old-fashioned way. But, there you go. That's the plan. We're gonna do that a few times and watch him eat the ground. Turn that. Make sure he hits something. Just kind of run at him and spin him. And watch him eat the dirt again. Oh, wait, what? I changed it? Oh, shit. Wait, oh, I goofed it. What? I hit this, though. Was it not? Oh, it was. I did a silly. Okay. Do this. Go over here. Whack him. Bash him into the door. He's gonna jump way the fuck over there because he's got spring legs. Look at him go. Fucking Spider-Man. Holy shit. Spin. Whack. This is taking a little longer than it's supposed to, but that's because I goofed that first one. Because I'm a little bit silly like that. Bonk. Mummy! Alright, this should be the last one, I think. Yeah, look at me sparking. Alright, off he goes. And that should be it. Bang. I'm not feeling too well. I gotta do it again. Yep, one more time. Ding. That doesn't kill him? What? Oh, damn it. Okay, fine. I'm gonna bash you into the floor this time. Gonna watch him spin. Look at him go. Helicopter, helicopter. Dunk. And he falls apart in comical fashion. Dunk. In pieces. Oh, I'm standing inside him. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. But alright, there we go. I goofed that a little bit, but that's the gist. There we go. He looks a little sad because I did it the wrong way, and he feels a certain way about it. Also, fun fact, after beating Hook, you can still climb up there and save the sprite, if you so choose. Also, no, you can't remove his cool hat. I kind of wish I could. I want to steal his drip. But alright. That is Tortuga and Skull Island cleared. Very quick. Done. Getting 100% of this game takes definitely twice, if not 3 times, the amount of time. Likely. Because of just the sheer amount of pins that you have to require. And you also have to do 2 runs. To do it 100%, you have to beat the game twice. Because you have to do a full paint path and a full thinner path. And there's a couple that have a secret third option, like the Skull Island machine, which has an outcome for fixing it, for breaking it, and then for ignoring it. If you fix it, it turns all the pirates back into pirates, and they can all go home. If you break it, then it doesn't turn the pirates back into not robot pirates, but the pirates can still go back to Skull Island. If you ignore the machine entirely, the pirates are stuck in Ventureland, which is the outcome we're going to get, because we ignored it. And Smee won't be happy about it here. He's going to complain now, but that's alright, because we don't care. Now, on our way out, we're going to do some ventures around the back. I don't think there's a spark back here. Is there? Nope, misremembered that one. That's okay. Alright, so our first spark is back here. Yep, there it is. So we're going to get this one. There's one. And 2 is over there. Boom. And that's 12. And we can now leave. That is Ventureland completed. Thank you if you made it this far. Again, if you made it this far in the video, do the YouTube things, push the buttons, make me look good to the algorithm. Please, I beg you. Again, leave some more comments. Let me see what you guys want to see. I've got Arkham City, I've got Arkham Knight, I've got some Ghost Runner I want to do. I want to continue Inscription, but the videos did so poorly that I'm just not going to touch it again. I don't want to. There's no point. Things like... I have Persona, but, you know, Persona trips my brain out because I can't solve it for whatever reason. I'm eternally stuck in Persona. I don't know what to do with that game. But I do have Persona 5 Royal. I've got Red Dead Redemption, and I could beat that again, I suppose. It's not too bad on the Switch, but this Switch port probably has some of my favorite bugs. That being simple graphical errors, but anyway, just drop some comments. Let me see what you guys want to see. I'm totally down for suggestions. Give me some suggestions. I'll see what I can do. Dark Rival coming soon. Dark Rival Black and White actually coming soon. That'll be fun. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.